Hi, Leslie. Okay, this is for you. This is your question. How do you make a storage file for Chris's emails with your videos? So I'm in your email right now, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to give you a couple of options. Option one would be you can just keep Chris's videos inside your email. To do that, I'm going to select some of his emails. Here's one of his got a minute. And here's another smartboard tip of the week. I kind of trashed some of his stuff, so I might not have all of him. Oh, there's another one, not got a minute. So I checked all the emails that he sent, I think, so far. You can also search up here in the search bar and type Chris Dixon and pull up just the emails that he sent. But I've got those 3 selected. So I'm going to make a folder in my email. Right here is the folder icon where it says move to. And I'm actually going to create a new folder. Here's some of my folders that I have. And they actually go on and on and on and on. But I'm going to make a new folder, and I'll select create new, and I'll call it Chris Dixon Tech Tips. And I'm not going to nest it under anything. I want it to just be its own standalone folder. I'll press create. And now you'll notice it says 3 conversations have been moved to Chris Dixon Tech Tips or Tech Tips. And to show you where they are, over here is where all my folders and labels are. If I scroll down, there it is. There's Chris Dixon Tech Tips. I click on that, and those are the ones that are there so far. I'm going to actually go back to my inbox. And let's say in the future, he sends another one tomorrow. I'll just pick something, over here. I'll click on that, and I want to move it. Now that I've created the folder, I can just select it and put it into Chris Dixon Tech Tips. So there's option A. Option B is, let me open up that folder of all his stuff. And you also could create something in your Google Drive where you can take all of his links, because basically all of his stuff are screencasts, so they're saved to YouTube. So let me show you. Here's your waffle. This is what's called the waffle in Google speak. You click on that, and it gives you all your Google apps. So let's go to Drive. There's your Drive icon. It's going to open up a new tab. So my Mail tab's still there. Now it's going to open up my Drive tab. And here's all my folders for my whole world. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it the same thing in my Mail. I'm going to click on New, and I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to call it Chris Dixon Tech Tips. I'm going to click the blue Create button, and there it is, right there. And if I click on it right now, there's nothing in there. So I'm going to go back to, you know what I'm going to do? Before I go back to the Mail, I'm going to click New, and I'm going to create a document, a Google Doc. Before I do anything to it, just like you put your name on stuff right away, give it a title. I'm going to change it from Untitled Documents to Chris Dixon Tech, and I'm going to write links. Okay. So option A that I gave you is just to save everything in the Mail, and you have a folder in the Mail, and that's easy. If you wanted to save it in your Drive, it's a little bit more work, but I'll show you both ways. So I'm going to go back to my Mail tab now, because I created a document. This document is located, you can see it's in my Drive, and it's in the new folder that I created, Chris Dixon Tech Tips. I'm going to go back to here's my document again. There's my tab, it's open. The only thing I'm not showing you is how to save it to your desktop or to save it to a folder on your desktop on let's say your tower of your computer, because really I'm trying to show people to start saving stuff in the cloud, where there's unlimited storage. The only time you save it onto your computer in your classroom, the only place you can access it is on your computer in your classroom. But if you save it in the cloud, like in the Google Drive, you can access it from any computer anywhere. So go back to Chris Dixon Mail, and I'm going to open up this first one, this got a minute. Click on it, Here's the link for it. So it's a hyperlink. When I click on it, up here.
Got a minute? 60 seconds.
I'm going to pause it. Up here is the email address. So it takes you straight to YouTube. I'm going to click on that right there in the Omni box. Just click. And I'm going to copy that. So you can right click and select copy or Control C. Now I'm going to go over to my document right here, Chris Dixon text links. And see this icon right here? It looks like a link. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to paste that. And I can also give it a text. So this is the link that I pasted. This one's all about infinite campus support. Actually, you know what, Leslie? We can do something even easier. Hold on. I'm going to just, let's see if I can copy this whole thing. I'm going to copy this, right click it and press copy or Control C. I'm going to go back. Let's get out of here. I'm going to paste it or Control V. It actually, beautiful. It not only copied his link, but if I click on that, there's his YouTube. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Go back to my mail, back arrow. Let's go to the next one, which is the Smartboard tip of the week. I'm going to just copy this whole thing because not only does it copy the text, it also copies Control V for paste. It also copies the actual YouTube. Oh, in this case, it didn't do that. It didn't copy that. All right. So in this case, for whatever reason, it didn't take me there. So I'll just copy the URL.
So many of you have asked about how to
pause, copy the URL, go back to my tab. Let me get rid of that because it didn't paste my the URL for his website. So I'm going to paste that. And this was, hold on. Let me highlight this. Let me click the link icon. And now I'm going to change the text. This was Smartboard tip of the week. When I click apply, this is the text, but when I click on the text, there's the link. Now I'm going to do it one more time. Go back to the mail, back arrow. Here's one of his other videos. I'm going to click on that. I think I'm going to try this. You should be able to highlight it, copy it, go to that document where I'm saving all the links, Control V, and when I click on it, there's the URL. And so far, you know, there's 3 that I've got so far that have been sent to me. You can see I've titled this as a document, Chris Dixon text links. Let me go back to my Drive tab. It's in my Drive. When I click on my Drive, it's one of the folders in my Drive. And I think that teachers, we need to start saving stuff into our Google Drive, unlimited storage. However, if it were me, I probably wouldn't even put it in my Drive. I would leave it in my mail. And I would stick it in a folder. It's over here, Chris Dixon Tech Tips. So always remember, when you want to put something in a folder, when you're in your inbox, you have to check this box first. If it's not checked, notice there's no folder icon up here. You have to select something first, then the folder icon will appear. You click on that on the down arrow, you either move it to any of your folders you've created or you create a new folder, and that way you can start dropping stuff into that new folder. So if it were me, I would just leave it in my mail and create a folder. Easy. And then you don't have to worry about putting it in your Drive. I hope that helps, and if you need anything, come see me. Okay, bye-bye.